We opposed statement of a People's Alliance against presidential impeachment, December 18, 2024. We opposed the impeachment of the President 윤석열. Pursuant to the constitutional law, the Constitutional Court must stop the violence committed by the frenzied political circles. On the last December 14th, the Korean National Assembly made the worst humiliating decision that made the future of the country grim. On this day, not only the 6 opposition parties, including the Democratic Party, but also some lawmakers from the People Power Party joined the commit of violence, which clearly showed they are political gangsters, turning the president's legitimate act of governing into the opportunity to impeach him. The Democratic Party had already submitted the first motion to impeach the president on the 7th, being rejected, but ignoring the principle of claim preclusion or double jeopardy. It once again brought in some crazy lawmakers from the ruling party and decided on approving the impeachment motion. What made the president declare the martial law? It was owing to the dictatorship, oppression, and tyranny of the opposition party. They have systematically interfered with the normal operation of the administrative branch, either by impeaching the cabinet members appointed by the president or insisting on special prosecution of them. They even threatened to impeach constitutional institutions such as the prosecutor's office, the chairman of the Board of Audit and Inspection, and even judges who consist of the judicial branch. Also, to take control of broadcasting, they impeached the chairman of the Korea Communications Commission upon her appointment. Do you consider this as a normal politics? This means they must regard all the people as dogs and pigs. What wicked deeds have the huge opposition party committed against the current administrations? They passed the budget bill of 01 for the operation of the country and future generations by their legislative power, whereas they increased the budget for their own salaries and expenses, whose atrocity is rarely to be found in the whole world. Now, the Democratic Party of Korea has become not politics, but a religious sect, which looks like a cult that acts in unison to protect its leader. What has caused these things to happen? It is a struggle to protect from the punishment of the law. The president of the opposition party, who is suspected of numerous crimes, some of which have already been convicted, and a tyranny to deliberate the rule of law. This is a systematic manipulation of the state affairs to make their dream of a socialistic regime come true and the destruction of the constitutional order. Through direct election, the people elected the president, but the opposition parties that have driven the president to impeachment through nasty legislation must now be dissolved. They must be impeached by the people. We, the people family, reject these political parties which are barbaric, undemocratic, and unconstitutional, and which seek not only to instigate the anxiousness of the people and the national chaos, but to incapacitate the constitutional order. Now, the ball is in the Constitutional Court. We, the people, never again want to have another impeachment, such as that of former President Park Geun-hye 8 years ago. This will be the admission that our country is politically immature and which makes us mocked by people around the world. We have the system of the separation of powers, where checks and balance for democracy is legally instituted. But by the legislative dictatorship of the huge opposition party, the administrative branch has already been made powerless, and even the judiciary has become a target of impeachment if the legislature finds it unfavorable. Hence, with all the patriots, we request that through contemplation, The Constitutional Court should rule strictly per the constitutional law and uphold the constitutionality of the emergency martial law, which the President declared based on his constitutional decision making and which was also a high-level governing act, and that it should amend the administrative vacuum and national commotion by an early resolution. Now we demand the following. First, we demand that each justice of Constitutional Court shall rule fairly in accordance with the constitutional law, not based on the political opinion of his or her nominator or on partisan winning. Also, we urge you to stop the tyranny of shameless political circles. Second, as all the fundamental rights of the people are provided and supported by the constitutional law ahead of all other laws, so get rid of all groups which disrupt the constitutional order by exerting due authority. Third, in consideration of the current situation, where the President declared the emergency martial law as a part of his rule, while the opposition parties bind and chop off his hands and feet to make it impossible for him to administer the affairs of the country. Let the constitutional authority be shown to the future generations, by which maintaining balance by the principle of the separation of powers is upheld through making the tyranny committed by any of three branches of government powerless and unjustified. Fourth, we demand that the Constitutional Court make a quick and impartial decision to prevent a breakdown in state administration and to relieve the anxiety of the people. Fifth, we strongly demand that the Constitutional Court show respect for the will of the patriotic people by making sure that the term of the President elected by our hands is guaranteed and that the demolition of the constitutional order never happens again. Thank you.